starts from the side mount position. As you can see, I have my partner here, Amir Ranavardi, and he is laying perfectly to the arm bar from a side mount position. So that's where we are going to start with. The first arm bar is the most simple arm bar, probably the first arm bar that your teacher taught you. But let's not forget, sometimes the golden oldies, that's what I call them, are the most effective arm bars, all right? So here we go. We have the side mount. Now this is my side mount. It's a pretty high side mount, but it's very compact. You cannot see, but I'm pressing my belly against the side of his belly, and my hand here is pressing against the side of his body. It's really tight. I will go over this a little bit later on with positioning and transitions and everything like that. But right now, let's stick with the arm bar. Now, first of all, I'm going to bring this arm over here. Now, you know something's going to happen right now because I'm pushing over this arm. But there are a few other things I can do. I can set up or I do an arm bar like this, and then I can go for an arm bar. So he doesn't really know what to do. And you can always, if he lays like this, maybe you can distract him by grab a toe or something. You know, you got a toe here. You can always distract your opponent. Most important is that you, with your chest, you push against his triceps. You're going to grab his wrists, slide under, go and pass his hand. Now this is really tight, and they call this a monkey grip, what I have right here. That is with your thumbs over his wrists, not like this. Trust me, if his wrist is like this, he cannot escape this side. Trust me. And the nice thing that comes with it is that I can make it really tight. Actually, if I do this and this, I can probably, if I do this, make him tap already. It's going to hurt him. Later on, with the scissor lock from this position, I will make him tap with this. All right? Now, we got it very tight. We're going to step over his head, and we're going to push my left knee to the right. Now, watch. Now, I'm going to put my right leg up, and I'm going to push it out to this side so you guys can see that I don't do this. And I see many people doing this, which is totally wrong. You do this, you do it absolutely wrong, so don't do it. What you're going to do is split up like this, fall backwards, and push your knee to the side. Later on, I will explain to you why you have to push your knee to the side. Now, of course, if I play it right, I can finish him with an arm bar like this. But I always think that it's better to cross your feet. Now, there are two ways to do it. The wrong way, which is this, and bring it over. Because in this period of time, you might forget to push your knee, and he might push it off. And then he might escape, which is something we do not want to have. All right? So keep the knees together. Now I'm going to lean to this side. There's no way he can push my knee off. My leg is going to come over to this side. I cross my feet. And from here, go to this side and bring it over to here. This elbow, I want to point up to my head. Never like this. And again, I will explain to you later why that is. Right now, you just have to believe me. Keep the arm like this. And you see his arm is bending down like this. That means we don't going to bridge up that way. No, we're going to bridge up diagonally. Exactly the same effect. Trust me. All right, now let's see how this is going to look like in a little bit of a normal speed. We're sitting here, restricting your opponent, pushing here, right, step over, to the side, and go get the arm bar. Diagonally, bump up to that side, same effect. And like I told you, there are many escapes. Now, submissions, if you really have a submission on and it's really tight, you cannot escape. But the fact of the matter is that if you are in a fight, you are going to forget to put your knees together, and you are going to forget to put an elbow on this side, and you are going to get all these little things, because this is not like in a dojo. You're fighting in front of an audience, in front of your family and friends and people all around the world, cameras on your face. I mean, that's a lot of pressure. So in that pressure, you might forget a lot of things, and most of these things are very common things, like I said before, push your knees together. A lot of people don't do it. And see how easy it's going to be for him to escape the position if I don't push my knees together. I had him in this position, I step over here, and this is the only thing that he's going to do. He's going to push my knee, up, and he's using my arm strength to climb on top of me. Hey, you look, I didn't have my foot over him, so he's right away in side mount. Side mount, I think personally, is the best position to be in. Here we go, number 2. shoulder, and I was just banging on the shoulder. Let's try his other shoulder, his other arm. Let's be nice for my training partner.
Thank you, Sensei.
You're very welcome. Okay, now this is a mistake a lot of people make. In Jiu-Jitsu, you see this a lot, and I don't know why, but they do. They start at elbow, they start out like this. Again, if you start like this, there's a way. You're one with the person. You do not want to be one with your person, because if you're one with the person and you can turn it. I like to annoy people. It's really fun to annoy people and to distract them with that annoying. Like this, I'm going to grab his triceps and I'm going to lean with my elbows on his ribs. And as you can see, I use my whole body weight. I'm laying loose on the ground. So I don't lay like this. No. Why would I do that? Why don't I use my 205 pounds on one elbow on his ribs? He will think about this. He's distracted. That's exactly the moment when we are going to start to move. All right? So we're leaning and we're pushing his head to the side. He probably thinks you're going to step over, which you are. So I would, if I were you, distract him with a few knees to the head. Boom. Or otherwise, a knee to the body. As soon as he's going to block it, the knee to the body, you are going to step over. We're going to step over right here. Not here, right here. All the way here. So, from the side, it will look, if you like this, we're stepping all the way over here at the center of his back, okay? Let's go right there. Now, watch. Now it's going to be very difficult because I made this up. It's not like, I should ask a patent. I should make a patent of this move because it's a real cool move. If you do it right, people cannot escape this armbar. Watch what I'm doing. I'm sitting in this position already. I'm pulling with my right to the right, and I'm pulling with my left to the left. And while I'm doing that, I'm falling back. I just hold his arm. Don't worry by sliding over and use two arms. You don't need it. Trust me. You got this arm here. And again, hey, his arm is bending this way. You have to bend it the opposite way. So we're going to bend that there, diagonally up. He will tap. I did this on really big people, and I don't need two hands. Look what I also have. I have total control over his wrist. When I have total control over his wrist, there's nothing he can do with his arm. He can't turn it. He can't turn, he can't do anything. This is just to make sure it's going to turn, and I'm going to bump up diagonally to finish the move. Now, let's see how this armbar looks in normal speed, reality speed, all right? We're sitting here in second mode. We're grabbing the arm distractingly. Start thinking, bang, your body step over. And make the armbar. You see, elbow is here, and this is here. Now, normally, I would say right away, there is an escape for, but unfortunately, because I made this up, there's no escape for this one. I'm sorry, but there's not. Especially if I'm going to throw over my leg, there will be no escape. You cannot jump over now. I can even put my leg here, and he can't escape. There's nothing that he can do. Just because I have his arm right here, there's nothing he can do. He can try to pull his arm off, his leg off, but as you can see, it's locked underneath his armpit. It's not going to work. And if I like the foot up, there's no way he's going to do it. Now, this armbar escape, they told me when I saw the footage, hey, boss, you forgot an armbar escape. I said, no, we did not forget this armbar escape, because if you make the armbar like I told you to make it, he cannot roll out. He cannot do this. But I'm going to show you anyway, because a lot of people don't make the armbar like I do. Okay, so I'm going to make it wrong now. He's here, I got his arm, and he's going to jump and roll backwards. And I lost it. But get this, when he's back, and I make the armbar like I do, okay, I'm going to pull this arm to the side, I'm going to pull this arm to the other side, and remember, left, left, right, right, I'm going to step over, watch, if the arm is here, there is no way he can roll out. I can even put my leg here, I can still armbar him, he cannot roll out. I totally locked his arm up. That's why I didn't show you this escape, but I totally forgot, it slipped my mind that a lot of people don't make it like I do. So you better make sure, if you make it an armbar, if you apply an armbar or somebody else, make it like I do, he won't escape. Here we go again. The armbar. And remember what I said. We're going to grab the triceps, not like this. We're going to grab the triceps, and we're going to lean with the elbow on his chest. Now, a nice little thing to do here, right here, is just to distract see there's nothing he can go to. He can already tap. And if he doesn't tap, he's going to try to push my head up. And while he pushes my head up, hey, now I got him locked up. But that's the next arm bar. We're not going to do it right now, but I just want to give you a little hint of what's going to come. Okay. Now, when I lean here, he might escape by bringing his arm over to the side. And I'm going to lose position. Don't worry. There are many other things that you can do, but why would you let him escape his position? You can catch his hand with your head. Watch. He's going to try to do it, and I'm just going to do this. I catch it, and I keep pulling it. If I don't pull it to my neck, he's going to simply pass my hand now. Pass my hand. No, go on this side. Yeah. And simply go, if I don't pull, you see, that's it. But if I pull, there's nothing he can do. He can drop me, but there's nothing he can do. Okay? Now we're going to push his head to this side. Why? I want to come up and bring my knee on his head. Now, this will prevent him from rolling to me. There's no way that he can roll to me anymore. And I got this right here. That's a lock. Now, let's put his arm a little bit away so that people at home can see what happens. Look, there's a lot of space here. I like it to make a fist, grab it like this, and with the sharp bone of your wrist, not with the flat, it works too with the flat, but why would you hurt him a little bit too? I mean, come on, it's fine. Grab it, and now push it or pull it straight to your chest, and this is the arm bar. Very simple, very effective. If I go to a training and I force my students in it, it always works. They can't escape it while they know it's going to come. All right, one more time. Sitting here, the gravity is trying to pass my head. By the way, when he does it, catch it and pull it. Now, change off, put your knee here, and pull the elbow to your chest. If I'm doing this, which you see in a lot of other books, they roll like this, there's nothing to pull to. There is no arm bar right now. What I can do is maybe step over and go for straight arm bar, but why would I do that? Because I wanted to go for one arm bar. Why would I go for a different arm bar? So let's just keep it simple, and let's just put his head to the side, put the knee here, and then this. The escape. Now, this is a difficult one to escape. But, like I always say to everybody in the whole world, simply bucking up as high as you can will pretty much escape you, give you an escape for every situation, every submission. We go over it later. How to train that, how to buck up high, what to do, how to get more leverage, all that stuff we're gonna go over. Right now, I would do it if I was him. I would just explode up as high as I can. Look, so I'm gonna lose balance. See? And I gotta recontrol. Of course, I can do that. I throw him back. Try to go for God, but I lost the arm bar. And that's what it's all about. Escaping the arm bar. So bumping up in this situation would be the best thing to do. Same situation. Elbow on the ribs, do not forget that. If you want to annoy him, lean on him. Look what I do this and this. That's already really annoying him. It distracts him. You know, now he's thinking about pushing his elbow up, which is the most dumbest thing he can do. Because now he's concentrating on this, and far ahead, I'm already concentrating on something else. Okay? Now, we're in this position, and like I said before, if you get it really tight and you pull his shoulder up, look, if I push his shoulder down and I put his neck to the side, there is no neck crank. I need to lift his shoulder up, see? Now I can go all the way down. You can understand if you do this in the street, that could be like fatal for somebody. I mean, if they attack you with a knife or something, and you think, okay, my wife is over there and they're threatening her, just do this. Hit the ground, and he will not stand up, I promise you that. Okay? But let's be nice for each other, because I mean, it's already injured. And we want to be nice. I push his neck to the side, and he knows the neck crank is coming, so he has to push it off. While he's pushing it off, I crawl on him right away. You see how tight this is? I'm pulling here, and I'm pushing here. I'm pulling, everything is tight. Now watch, I'm going to grab this arm, and I'm going to make sure I'm going to put it to this side and not the other side. All right? Here, up, and then bring it to this side. 1, 2, 3, grab over, and make the arm bar. Hey, arm bend there, bridge over there. That's the one. Like I told you before, try to get out of this situation as soon as you can. So explode, buck up. Again, pretty much every submission, I am going to repeat this so many times to you, you're going to get crazy, you're going to get nuts, you're going to go watch this tape, you're going to put it on mute while I'm going to say it, because it's very important to explode. Look, if I do this, and I go and he explodes up, I gotta look for positioning. I cannot hold him, because if I keep holding him, I lose my position. I don't want to lose position. Positioning comes first. Never, ever forget that. We will go over it again, and again, and again, and I will show you a few things that you really have to make sure that you keep your positioning, otherwise he's going to take advantage of it, and he's going to get you with a choke, armbar, leg lock, anything he wants. Alright, positioning first, lift him up as soon as you feel something coming, up, he explodes, oh, and now I gotta go transition right away. Oh, maybe I can go for a choke. Okay, I can try, but if he bucks up and he rolls out, I'm gonna lose my position. Breaking his grip. Well. Now we went for an armbar and he was smart. He locked his hands. We gotta unlock these hands. This is, by the way, the best way to lock your hands, I would say. I know some people who go all the way like this. That's pretty cool too. You know, it's very difficult to break. If he grabs all the way, his elbow's there. You gotta really have to work. But of course, there are always things I can push this one up and I go for an armbar. I mean, there are always ways to break something. And for sure, I can hit, but later on, we're going to use that. First of all, I want to show you the worst one, and this is the one that you probably see in every book, on every tape, and it's the worst way to break somebody's hand. I will show you why, because he is going to escape it right away. I'm going to slow mo it a little bit. This is what they say, what you have to do. Go to the side, go to the wrist to create leverage, which is absolutely true. But now comes the big mistake. I'm going to break it. But look, he only has to roll, and he's got a sidearm position on me. And the sidearm position, like I said before, is the best position to be in. For me it is, and I think pretty much for 95% of the fighters it is. Okay, so never break it like that. You can roll out. I will actually give somebody my arm. I will do this. I give him my arm stretched. And I tell him, okay, say yes, and then you try to tap me. Try. Try to tap me. I'm out. I did this with a Shudo champion from Japan, and he said it's not possible. He was in my seminar. I said, here you go my arm. Stretch my arm all the way, try to submit me, make me tap. I roll out right away like this. The thing is, it comes from jiu-jitsu. And fighting with a gi and without a gi is two total different things. With a gi, you have a lot of tension, grip. You know, it's sweating, everything is tight. Then you actually can get away with it. Without a gi, and you know there's escape, there is no way. In a fight, like I said, if somebody's in a mount position, I will do this, or I stick my arm out, I will give him my arm. He will take the bait, go for the arm, I escape, and I'm in a side mount position. So never break it like that, okay? Now, let's show you a few good ways to do it. You remember my arm bar that I did when you let your hands go? The arm bar I made was pushing, pulling to the right, and pulling to the left. This was the way to make the arm bar. Never, ever let the elbow be here, because then again, you can roll out. No, we want the elbow here, okay? So now, let's see how that looks if you're going to break it. First of all, I'm going to push it to this side, and I stay here. Because obviously, if I do this, and I slip out, he's going to go back. It's not going to work, okay? Push to the side, and bring your body forward, so this arm, this elbow is caught. And again, now you're going to go to the wrist for the leverage, like we did it in the first one, which was the only good thing about that breaking grip thing. Grab your wrist, and now your body weight is going to do the rest. If I have guys like Mark Kerr, Marco Huas, and they're like, I can pull whatever I want, I am not going to break that grip. Trust me. I need my 205 pounds and my lower back muscles to arch back. One, two, lock this up. If I go backwards, I do not want to let this go. Oh, no. This is going to be here, this is going to be locked. The only thing I have to do is fall backwards. And I get it. Once it's here, again, I'm telling you, the arm, okay, it bends here. We got to bend it the other way around. Go there. Bend it. Same effect as this, only with this, and if he makes his fist, the same escape as he did before. All right? Another really cool one, what I like. I go over to this side, I grab this arm, and I'm pulling it. Look, pull, 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 and I break it. That's a nice trick to do too. Sometimes your hands are locked a different way. That is, if you're locked, go like this. Like that. So imagine I will be on the outside, but not with this. I'm going to go in here, I'm going to grab up here, grab my wrist, and make a wrist lock. And then I go back and kick it like this. There's another way, of course. He locks his hands, and this is a power way. Again, push it to this side. If you don't, he's going to roll out. Trust me. Push it to this side, bring this arm here, and now just start pulling and kicking as hard as you can. And go, and get the arm. And of course, there are the more brutal ways to lock somebody up. But always, make sure the arm is here before you break it. What do you think about this? With the back fist on the solar plexus. I bet you, if I look at his breathing pattern, and I see him breathing in, and I go, whack, because he doesn't see that punch coming. Why? Because my leg is covering his view. He will start the jamming, whoop, and then we're going to go for an armbar. Hey, and if it works for the body, why not change hands and do the same thing on the head? Now you can't go with a back fist. The back fist has many little bones here, and if he turns his face to me and a little bit upwards, that is a possibility. I'm going to hit his skull. You don't want to hit your skull. You don't want to hit his skull with your tiny little bones here. Okay? Push to the side, push hard. I would just hammer fist him. Hammer fist with ball shooting means the bone, not the soft. Why would you hit him with the soft part? You know, use the bone. Start hitting him in the head. Or he's going to get caught, and when he's distracted, you fall backwards, and again, you make the armbar. One more. There's always one more. Okay? Push to the side. Now, I'm going to release my feet. That means push your knee to the side while you're doing it. Then lock it up again. Now, switch here. Now, watch this. I have a lot of levers. Here, break, whoop, and go to the side, and buck to that side again. There is another fun thing that we can do if you do not want to break the grip. Sometimes, when I start rolling with people, I don't even go for a straight armbar. I only use this just to mess with them. I want to use a different word, but let's keep this. Let's not make this an R-rated DVD, all right? So I'm going to push down, and I'm going to grab my wrist. And I push this down as hard as I can. Why? I'm going to throw my leg over his hands. If I don't look it up and I do this and he puts his hands up, I cannot throw it over. So I got to keep his hands down. Now, of course, he doesn't know that I'm going to throw over my leg. It's going to be all in the blink of an eye, okay? It's not going to be staged, like you see on pictures sometimes. No. Grab your thigh right here, grip, slide over, and again, we have the monkey grip. Remember, push it down as hard as you can. Now, I'm going to slide over here, and I'm going to throw this over as tight as I can, and it's all the way locked now behind my knee. This is really tight. Now, move around a little bit, and watch what I'm going to do. Let my hand, I'm going to grab my biceps, because other people just pull, and he will probably tap. You know, it's probably going to hurt him. But why use strength if you can use your body weight? Grab your biceps, and now just your body weight fall back. See, there's nothing I can do. There's no power whatsoever. I just use my upper body weight to fall back to my knees. Now, let's turn around. And he lays like this. Because, of course, if you can do it to the face, you can also do it the other way around. I like it better to do it up than down, but I will show you guys both. Since we're doing a DVD, I want to show everything. Now, if my hand would have been here again, it's not going to work. So I got to change hands first. This one goes right here, and this one goes here. Grab and push it down. Again, you push it down because I want to open up. I push this one here, and I do the same thing. Hold it like that, and that's a sizzle lock. That's what they call a sizzle lock. Side mount position. Of course, like every submission, you have to wait for an opportunity. Now, we are going to wait till this arm is a little bit relaxed. And suddenly I'm going to push it up and put my fist here. see, I'm going to make it as tight as possible. Underneath this armpit and as tight as possible. There are more things that we can do, but that is later in the chapter, neck cranks. Okay, it shows the neck cranks actually. Now, I'm going to step up like this. I move my hip to the side, like here, to the side, and I bring it up like this. And I put my foot next to my hand. It's right here, next to my hand. Make it as tight as possible. Now, I can start right away aligning with strikes or even to the liver. Watch out that he doesn't need it in the head. But if he does that, then you have a green light and you can do pretty much anything that you want with it. Now, you can try to slide over here and to go for an arm bar. Look this right here, look for an arm bar. What I would do for this situation is to go over with this hand, and again, watch. I go over, I go to this hand here, one, step over, and push this as hard as you can on the ground, and here, again, with the same arm bar. If you want to play it safe, bring the leg over, and then make an arm bar. You want him to tap, don't stop. The escape, of course, there is an escape for every situation. Pretty much every situation. Once it's locked, very difficult. But watch this. I'm going to push here. Once I'm here, you can try to push the arm off, and you have to regain position. Or maybe you go for the arm bar, because it's right there. But that's transition. And then you go for an arm bar. But that would be the escape. Okay? One more time. Sitting here, you push the hand up. Okay. Now I'm going to readjust and go back to here and try to do the same thing. Or maybe, like I said, go to the side and go for a different arm bar. That arm bar we will do later. If your opponent's arm is here, there's still something that you can do. Of course. First of all, lift it up like this, so the elbow comes up and you hold it tight. Once you do that, I'm going to step over slow-mo now. One, two, put this arm under my armpit, and now this is like an inverted heel. What do I do? I come up and make this tight. It's really important that I keep this tight because this escape would be going down. This, it's a heel hook on your arm. Now the trick is to have this arm here with like a 90-degree angle. Okay? So this will be even better. The higher it is, the worse. It's not good. This is the best position. Get his arm in a 90-degree angle. All right? Now let's see it a little bit more at normal speed. He sits here. Maybe he's trying to escape. Here you see, he's trying to go for an escape. Right away when he does that, grab his elbow. You already have it now. The only thing you have to do is step over, and you get the lock. Pull it upwards, end of the story. Now, the escape for this move is not to get caught. Sounds easy, it's very difficult. The thing is, at the moment, he feels that I'm locking this, he has to move. He has to get out. So I'm pushing him off. And again, you see, bucking, exploding up will get you pretty much out of every situation. A word of advice. Every time somebody grabs something, like your wrist, the hand, an elbow, anything, try to get out. It could be a setup for a move. It could be also a distraction for another move, but just wipe it out. You know, you grab your hand, get it out. That's simple as that. I grab your arm, pull the arm out. Never exaggerate with your movements, also because probably he's going to capitalize on that, and he's still going to get you with something else. Here we go. Obviously, I moved from the side mount position to the scarf hold. Now, whoa, this is very difficult, okay, just to show you, because otherwise you always have these people that say, oh, did you do that? This is how you do it. Through here, to here. That's it. So you're in the scarf hold right now, all right? Now, this is a hold. It's pretty cool. It's a good hold, but it's very easy for him to turn me if you do not know what to do. Now, if I do it wrong, I'm going to show you a few wrong ways. I'm holding my leg here, which is a very good thing to do. Don't hold your hand. Never hold your hand. Just hold your leg. So you always have a hand free. A couple of tricks you can do with this hand. Later on, we're going to arm bar with this hand. We're going to make arm bars. But you also need it for something else. Now, this is, if you watch his hands, this is the escape for him. He's just going to turn it. That's why I always tell people, positioning first. Never lose your position. All right? Now, there's another thing I can do. If he tries to roll me, I can do this. But now he escapes. But he even can choke me right away if he's fast move. If he does it fast, he's going to get me in a choke. So I have to stop that too. How do I do that? Same thing. Grab the leg, bend the leg. And now we're going to hold his triceps. Now if he tries to roll me over, I'm going to close. If he tries to escape the back door, I got his triceps. He cannot go underneath my armpit. I got what? There's nothing going on. Okay, but now we got to react fast. Because now I know that he knows how to escape. So he can keep doing this and doing this and doing this. So let's hope that he's going to make a mistake. And one of the mistakes will be for him to open, to let his hands go, to unlock his hands. Once he does that, or even when he doesn't do it, if he locks his hands, push down, and really try to force it. Put it underneath your arm. Now look at this. Sometimes the arm is like this, and then it's obviously to bend up like that. Okay, it's very obviously. But sometimes the arm is like that. I say, hey, what do I do now? Very simple. Bring this leg up, and now stick together. Same thing. But you can also have his head here, and you're going to try to put his head underneath, behind your knee. It's difficult to do. If you're strong, and I try this, it doesn't happen. You know, I can push all my way down, but there's only so much I can push because there's nothing behind me. There's no ground behind me. I can push only 200 pounds down, and he can hold this. Okay, so why would I use power if I can use technique and no power? Look, I'll hold his hand here, and now I let my leg do the work. Whoop, I catch it like that. Just to make sure that he doesn't escape, I neck crack him to this side, and now I'm going to slide my leg over the ground here. His hand is going to slide over the ground to here. Watch this. That is the lock. Together with the neck crank will be the finish. Okay, so the first thing you talk about, if somebody holds you like this, I would roll them over right away. The thing, a really nice thing that comes with it is an arm bar that you can make. Because a lot of people, they don't follow the rule, position first and then go. No, positioning first. Let go. If he tries to turn you, let him go. Watch this. Take me. So watch how fast this is going to go if I want. I grab him, I roll him over to the side, cross face, and I got an arm bar. I will use the distraction from rolling him over while he's still thinking, oh my God, he's rolling me. That moment, while he's thinking that, I'm going to catch him in an arm bar. Okay, he's going to go that fast. So do not make that mistake. Positioning first. Now, there's another thing that he can do. He can push my face away and then put his leg over my head. Okay, that would be the best thing for him right now, would be to see if he can cross the foot. Yes, this would be a very good thing to do. For me, right now, I would stretch here, try to push here, and get out as fast as I can. Get out of the situation. Don't give up your position. Don't lay there. Try to escape and go for the next position. Another side mount position. The simple figure four. Now, we have seen people in Empire, in UFC, and I mean, we have people who are top 10 people, and they still make the same mistake. And when I'm commentating on them, I think, my God, how can you make a mistake like that? This is like a beginner's